At any one time, over 220 million children and 1 billion adults suffer from anxiety, depression, and conduct disorders. So how do we go from anxiety and depression to happy?
You talk that joy depends on oneself, whereas happiness depends on others. I tried a little while to practice it, but what I found was that I was not able to sustain those small moments of joy.
Now what if I told you you could be happy every day? And it's simple. In fact, it's so simple, a 3-year-old can do it.
Laughter and smiles. Like light, they go miles, shining through obscure pains, lighting through the dark drains and ditches dug by rejection, brokenness and depression.
Lots of smiling can actually make you healthier. Smiling can help reduce the level of stress-enhancing hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, and dopamine, increase the level of mood-enhancing hormones like endorphin, and reduce overall blood pressure. And if that's not enough, smiling can actually make you look good in the eyes of others.
Laughter and smiles, like medicine, jettisons wrinkles and gifting youth to outweigh the lifting pounds of aging weight.
People who had the sincere smile or the Duchenne smile,
Right.
they had better cardiovascular activity, so lower heart rate, and they also recovered from the stress factor.
Laughter and smiles. Its price is much less, but its value is priceless. It is not in bags of money, nor in expensive journeys.
You see, my dad was a doctor and his office a hospital. It was our job to stand around the beds of his patients and sing Christmas carols. We did this every Christmas morning for years. Those patients, they'd sing along with us, just like you did. And their smiles would light up their hospital rooms.
Not even in the largest of big things, but sometimes in the tiniest of small things.
This is what I learned from our singing. Giving back to those patients, it made them happy. And it made me happy.
Laughter and smiles. Not the dollar bills he gets like Bill Gates, but the tiniest of green smiles on your cheeks that keeps you evergreen. It is that little token you pay to be overtaken by expensive happiness.
Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room.
Oh well, here is the answer that you seek, Angelo Maya. See, they're just descendants of the destroyer, welling, swelling and gathering up in several layers, just to steal your youth and leave you looking grayer than your ancestors. This is of course no-brainer, but how do you respond to them? Of course, with laughter and smiles.
Don't take it so hard just because I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard.
Somebody can decide whether you're happy or unhappy. Is this not slavery? Somebody can decide whether you will be a pleasant human being or an unpleasant human being. Is this not slavery? What happens within you, somebody else determines. This is the worst form of slavery, isn't it?
May I remind you that you are the chief custodian of your happiness, the royal majesty of your peaceful heart kingdom, and no one gains access to alter your content without your consent.
Everything that ever happened to you, darkness and light happened within you, pain and pleasure happened within you, joy and misery happened within you. Have you ever experienced anything outside of yourself? No. So what I am asking you is, what happens within you? Who should determine how it should happen? Somebody else? Definitely you should determine what should happen within this, isn't it? So if you determine what's happening within this, your whole experience of life will be determined by you, nobody else but you, isn't it? The events around you may not be determined by you, but how your experience of life is on this planet is 100% determined by you if you take charge of it.
So, when they come at you with their weapons of bad energy, I'm talking of anger, anxiety, depression, you just name it, what do? Slay them with your flawless smiles. And may your happiness last more than just a while. So, Your Majesty, please, just smile.